still a thorn by any other name. But we don't care what people say. They're all so boring anyway. But I know what we found. I'll still be around when the sun goes down. 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 I know what we found, and I'll still be around when the sun goes down. 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 When the sun goes down.
Crosswave, the right hit music mix.
Let's go! The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
It's 2019, baby.
All the hits. One station.
Bringing you the best mix of the best music. Nothing but the baddest and best music. Broadcasting worldwide. One hit at a time.
Music.
Online.
One station. Hit music. All the hits.
24/7 around the world. Non-stop. This is Crosswave.
To Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, a musical talk show with in-studio guest performers and interesting program features. Anchored by the man with many titles: musician, producer, actor, director, YouTuber, filmmaker. Well, the list is long because he's the man and more. So friends, Canadians, ladies and gentlemen, your Sunday midday fun starts here. Welcome to the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Good morning, everybody. There we go. We got the mics going. Mm-hmm. Hi. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to our 21st episode of the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. I'm your host, as always, Scott Dion Brown, and I'm joined, as always, by the best co-host in all of the galaxy,
Regina Lena. Happy Sunday, everyone. Good morning, and happy first Sunday of spring.
Is it really?
Yeah, spring was on Wednesday.
Spring has sprung. Really? I didn't even know that.
Anyways, happy spring, everyone. Happy Sunday.
Well, welcome to our start of spring special.
Exactly.
We left some of our St. Patty's Day decorations up from last week. That's okay. We'll peel those off later, but they look nice. Mm-hmm. That last week was, of course, our St. Patty's Day special, where we rocked some green.
It was so much fun.
So, Regine, how was your week?
My week was good. I find that I'm more into my pageant prep, seeing as how the Galaxy pageant is coming up in just over a month.
Just over a month away.
You know, just trying to work out as much as I can, getting all the final details sorted. Swimwear, always fun. Always fun. Evening gowns all set, fashion segments all set. It's just toning everything else together.
Getting it all
good.
Yeah, well,
how was your week, Scott?
It was pretty good. I posted another video to my YouTube channel.
I saw that.
A gaming video, where I was joined by my good friend and bassist, Giovanni Ironman Agostini. And the two of us played Mega Man Arena.
Oh,
which
cool.
is, here's Mega Man here.
Bing.
But Mega Man Arena is actually a fan-made game. Like, it was developed by this guy. It's not like an official game. He just made it. It's like a fighting game with characters from the game.
Cool.
And it was fun.
Nice.
And then I saw a movie.
What movie?
I went and saw Alita Battle Angel.
What's that? I've never heard of it.
It's awesome. It's a sci-fi movie. In fact, what's weird is now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of like Mega Man. In that,
Maybe that's why you liked it so much.
maybe she's like a robot. She's like a fighting robot.
Oh.
And she fights other robots.
Oh, okay.
That's a bad description, but it's a good movie.
It's a good movie with fighting robots. So if you're into that stuff.
Alita Battle Angel. In fact, actually, I liked it so much. We'll talk about it more later, but I liked it so much that it was a manga first.
Oh. That's probably why I didn't hear about never heard of it, yeah.
And I went and bought the manga after. That's how much
Cool.
I liked it. So, should we start the show?
Yes, let's do it before you karate chop everything off of here.
When we were setting up just before we started, I knocked everything down and we had to fix it up. But
And for you, the guys that have been following, you know that there's something you hear almost every week. So
it's just getting messier and messier. Although at least we got rid of most of the St. Patty's Day decorations.
yes,
Anyway, let's start the show. Let's just start this show, Regine.
let's do it.
You know, today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by our two executive producers. Regine,
Yes, Scott.
do you want to find out what your home is really worth?
Sure.
Are you buying or selling a home?
I'm not, but I know people that are.
Well, then Jennifer C., realtor at Home Life Culture Link, is here to help. Call or text Jennifer today at 647-403-8887. Don't deal with just anyone.
No.
Deal with a professional. Jennifer C. at Home Life Culture Link. To see her current listings, visit homelifeculturelink.com. Thank you, Jennifer C.
Thank you.
The Mortgage Godfather
Ooh.
is here to give you advice with any mortgage needs you may have. And he will shop to find you the best mortgage. Nino Simeka, mortgage agent. He will give you, he'll give you an offer you can't refuse.
I can't wait for the day you do that and your voice completely cracks.
He'll give you an offer you can't refuse. Visit mortgagegodfather.ca for more info or call 905-604-6955. Nino Simeka, mortgage agent.
This guy down here.
Oh, you can actually see him?
I'm
Oh, he's on the
pointing
thing?
at his-
Oh, yeah, there he is.
This guy.
There he's
this
right
guy.
there.
And then here's Jennifer. Oh,
And Jennifer's
right here.
Right there.
Right here.
There they are.
And she's also
And
in
she's
the
in
studio.
studio as well. Hi, Jennifer. Hi. So thank you to our two producers who made this show possible. And
And if you want to be an executive producer, how do they do that, Scott?
you can contact us at radioshowad at gmail.com,
Yes.
where you can you can set up an advertising plan. We're going to get your commercial on here. We're going to promote your business.
And Scott will do funky voices every time he reads your
I'll
name.
do funky voices. Thank you for supporting the show. So get in touch with us, radioshowad at gmail.com, or you can reach out to us on any of the social medias, and we'll get you set up. But let's get rolling here.
Yes, but before we do that, the lines are open. So don't forget, you can call our hotline at 647-955-8820.
That's right. You can give us a call, and we can just chat. You can ask us questions. We're about to introduce our guests. You can
ask them questions.
Ask our guests questions too, I guess.
Yes.
Speaking of our guests, should we meet them?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, I have some bios here. Our first guest, sitting over here to my left,
Next to me.
is 12 years old and is currently running for Junior Miss Galaxy Canada, representing the city of Barrie. She exhibited certain star quality as young as 7 years old. She failed once and never gives up, since then often winning beauty and talent contests. At 6 years old, she made her first TV commercial for World Vision Canada. That's fun. She also reigned as Junior Miss Canada's Top Choice 2018, Little Miss North American 2017 in New York,
It's just a long list.
Little Miss Brampton 2015. In 2016, she was fortunate to walk on the runway for a renowned international designer and was awarded for Best Kid Model of the Year. Some of her talents include tap and acrobatic dance. That's cool. Maybe we'll get her to do some acrobatic dance today. But I don't know if there's room in here.
We'll get her to show you how to do that
Acrobatic dance. I do a lot of the acrobatic dance myself.
when you wake up in the morning.
That's how I start my day. Yep. She has been invited to perform at various events and organizations, and at a young age, she's learned to be more independent and determined to shine like no other ordinary girl. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nicole Padilla.
Hello.
Hi. Is her mic up?
Yeah, there you go. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And now let's meet our next guest. Our next guest is here he goes. She is a singer, a dancer, a model, She's one of the youngest news reporters, covering over 100+ shows.
She's trying to take our job.
Interviewing, well, she's already taken it, it sounds like. Interviewing over 100 artists. How many have we introduced? I mean, this is only show 21.
Like
so,
20.
so, I mean, we've had a couple doubles
40.
and triples and a couple, but geez, not over 100. Interviewing over 100 artists, performers, celebrities, and politicians. Well, she's meeting us for celebrities.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
She's already interviewed me.
Oh, see? So this is the second one. 101 interviews now. She's the first Youth Talk ambassador in Durham. And she's now on her way to pursue her dream by competing at WCOPA. How do you say that?
Wacopa.
Oh, Wacopa. Wacopa. She's also enrolled in... Well, let's just meet her. I've got a whole bunch of stuff written here, but let's meet her. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ariel Fina.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Good
How are you?
morning.
Good. I'm great. How are you guys?
Good.
Good.
We have a lot of energy in the studio this morning.
Yeah, it's
we got
good.
one bouncing off on this end, one on this side.
I got my coffee.
It's an energy sandwich.
An energy sandwich. Okay,
I clearly need my coffee.
So, hello, both of you guys. Thank you both for being here. I wanted to ask a couple things. So, right off the bat, I was just reading. What was I reading here off of the first bio? What stood out to me just now?
Lindsay.
Oh, yeah.
Nicole.
Yeah, so you were in a commercial for World Vision?
Yes.
What was that like?
It was fun. I got to model for children who were treated bad and were forced to work. And yeah.
Cool. So
She was 6. That was 6 years ago.
Oh, well, it stood out
Wow.
because just the TV. That's pretty cool, though.
But have you read all of her accomplishments in pageantry?
Yeah, well, that's a huge list. So you've been doing pageants for quite a while?
Yes.
For quite a while. So what draws you to do pageants? What do you like about being in pageants?
Meeting new people, the confidence in me. Yeah.
Do you find I guess when you first started, did you find you were nervous when you would get on stage?
Yes.
Do you find it's the same still, or do you still get nervous, or how do you find it now?
Kinda.
I guess now you're more used to it and stuff,
Yes.
though. I see. Cool. Hello, Ariel.
Hello.
Little closer to your mic, yeah. So you are a news reporter?
Yes, I am. Like you.
Yeah. Well, apparently. I mean, I don't know if I would report the news, but
She does a lot. So she was actually backstage at the Miss Universe pageant when I competed, and her and Payne came running and they're can we interview you? I'm like, okay. I have never had the greatest experience in an interview because normally you're really nervous and it's right before a big pageant, and these two just made me feel really comfortable, and they were both so energetic that their energy just rubs off on you.
So how did you start doing that? How did you become a reporter?
I've always wanted to be part of show business when I was younger. So I guess it's just kind of my passion, and I kind of got into it thanks to my parents and all my mentors. So yes.
Cool. So you've interviewed over 100 people?
Yes.
So who are some of the coolest people you've met?
Right.
Well, yeah. So number one is sitting right there.
Me, right? Me.
1, 2, 3, I guess, or
Me?
2, 3.
No.
I
Me
can do
before
3.
him.
Okay, fine. 1.
There you
2,
go.
3, top 3. So after these 3 people, who are some of the coolest people you've met?
The mayor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I've also met some of the politicians in the Philippines.
Nice.
And then yesterday I interviewed Martin Rivera, which was really fun.
Awesome.
Rivera, sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun interviewing all these people, and they just have a bunch of new things to bring to the table. Everybody's story is different.
Awesome. So how does it feel to now be interviewed?
I don't know. This is one of my first times being interviewed, on a professional level.
Oh, professional.
Oh, that's nice. Well, there you go. So the tables have turned. So I just watched. Have you guys watched Alita Battle Angel?
No.
Yeah, I just watched it. You know what's weird is it's I don't know. A lot of people haven't seen it or heard of it.
Why do you think that though? Do you think it's the publicity of the movie, or is it just?
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe the trailer. I don't know. Maybe they haven't marketed it as well. It's weird because James Cameron produced it, and it's actually the special effects were done by the same people who did Avatar. So it's not like it's an indie film or something, but
Is it because maybe it's just not the right timing in sense that Captain Marvel just came out?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's kind of weird. Did you guys see Captain Marvel? Have you guys
Not
seen it?
yet.
Not yet.
I want
Are you
to.
You're going to see it? Do you plan to see it?
Yeah.
No.
She's not planning. Okay,
She's not
that's
into
cool.
it.
Do you like the Marvel? Like, what makes you want to see Captain Marvel?
I don't know, because I just like seeing girl superheroes because there's so many boy superheroes. No
You
offense
tell
to
them.
boys.
You tell them.
But, you know.
Yeah. So Captain Marvel like stands out to you in that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I want to see Captain Marvel because I mean, it's the I'm enjoying the Marvel universe, so I kind of want to see what happens next in there.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that's weird is so Captain Marvel and Alita Battle Angel have kind of been pushed together, and that people are comparing the two of them because they're kind of similar movies in that they both have a female hero fighting bad guys and stuff, but it's like one's been getting more attention than the other, so I was kind of curious to see how they were. So I have to see Captain Marvel now to see how they stack up, but I do want to go see it. But
didn't you watch another female strong movie this week? Let it go.
Oh yeah, I saw Frozen. I saw Frozen for the first time. Yeah, because was it last week we were talking? I haven't seen her a while ago.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen Frozen.
He finally watched Frozen, guys.
There's gonna be Frozen 2 soon, though.
That's why he watched it because.
Oh.
You guys both saw Frozen?
Yes.
Actually, you know what made me want to see Frozen like immediately was, do you guys play HQ Trivia? You know that game?
Yes.
No.
So HQ Trivia, it's
Have
like,
your parents seen?
well, no, HQ. In fact, it's a fun game. So HQ Trivia is like a live game show that happens through an app on your phone. Mm-hmm. So you download the app, and then I think it's every day. It might even be twice a day.
Yeah.
It just you'll get a notification on your phone being like HQ Trivia is live, and then there's a host there, and they ask you questions, and then you answer the questions.
Was there one on Frozen and you didn't know any of the answers?
Yes. Well, no. So they ask you the questions, and then if you win money. Like,
oh, really?
But you win like a cent or like
a few cents. So for example, they'll be like, okay, we're giving away $5,000. So then all of the people who win get a split of that. So like it'll end up like I think I've won a total of 95 cents, and I've won like $3 or 4 times. Yeah, but it's more the fun of winning. It's
like trying to get you to 1,000 subs.
Exactly. Yeah, you just slowly, small increments. But anyway, yeah, they were doing a Disney special one where all the questions were Disney.
I was playing that one actually.
Well, but I thought it was going to be all Frozen stuff, and I was like, hey, I haven't seen Frozen. Let's watch Frozen, and it was pretty good. So you guys have seen Frozen?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Frozen?
Well, I don't know. I think it's obviously I love women. You know, like the woman role, but I like Frozen because it's like superpowers. I've always wanted superpowers when I was little.
Oh.
So.
What superpower have you always? What would be your superpower of choice?
To freeze people?
To fly, maybe.
To fly. That's a popular one. Yeah.
How about you, Nicole?
To be invisible.
To be invisible.
Interesting.
Why?
Yeah. What would you use your power for?
We'll get back to
maybe to scare people.
That could be fun.
She's a trickster.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can. What would you? And what about flying? What about flight gives you? What do you like about it?
Well, I'm always late for school, so I mean, like, I would just fly there instead of having to drive.
Fly to school makes sense.
Have you guys ever had dreams where you can fly? Have you ever had that before? Have you ever had one?
I've had dreams where I couldn't walk.
I've had dreams where I can fly pretty often, actually.
Maybe you're a superhero and just haven't said anything to us yet.
Yeah, like those, they weren't dreams.
Really, he's flying around.
Actually, how about this?
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's just gone.
Have you ever had a dream where you realize in the dream you're dreaming?
Yes.
Yes?
I think so.
Yeah.
So like you're like in your dream, you're like, whoa, I'm dreaming right now. Like you're aware of it?
Yeah.
You have? So because I found every time that's happened, I immediately make myself start flying. Because you can do that. I don't know if you guys have. But I find I always wake up. I always wake up after a few minutes of that.
Let it go. Let it go.
So next time I'll have a dream, I'll be like, hey, I'm dreaming. I'm going to use freezing powers. I've never done that in a dream. But yeah, I've flown. But I find when you dream and you realize you're dreaming in the dream, you wake up pretty soon. I don't know if you guys have found that.
Oh yeah, I wake up right after I realize I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
It's just a dream.
I just like sleep, so I don't think it bothers me at all.
But you've realized that you're dreaming in the dream? What'd you do in your dream when you realized you were dreaming?
I don't remember. I was dreaming.
I was just like, oh. Anyway, so Frozen, it was okay. You know the thing I didn't like about Frozen is the only thing I didn't like about it was I feel like
there's not enough men in it.
No, it wasn't even that. It was just they didn't set up the world enough. Like I didn't feel like they'd done enough work in like the first maybe third of the movie to make it make me believe that this was a real universe that exists. Like, they just had this random little town, and they put some people in it saying... Yeah, that's right. And they had some other people who said they were from other places, and then you had this one random mountain next door. And it just felt like it was a very self-contained... It didn't feel like a real world to me.
Because it wasn't a real world. It's a Disney world.
But none of the Disney movies are real worlds, but I feel like other ones have done a better job of that. Like, I don't know, like Aladdin, for example, or Beauty and the Beast. I didn't... Oh.
Scott's going to break into music. Stop it.
Let it go. The music's good.
That should be your next cover.
Actually, I thought about that when I was watching it.
You should totally make this your next cover.
Yeah. YouTube.com/ScottDionBrown, by the way. That's my YouTube channel.
And then Ariel can duet with you.
You sing too, right?
Yes.
Where do you post your music?
On Instagram, or sometimes I did it on YouTube, but I'm not doing it anymore on YouTube.
So now Instagram's the main place?
Yeah, and Facebook.
Instagram, Facebook. Where can people find it?
My Instagram.
Dad, what's her Instagram?
Ariel.Fina.
Ariel.Fina. ARIELLE. Dot FINA.
Yes.
She's actually tagged. If you go onto our Instagram, both of them are tagged on their... So go to our Instagram and find them.
And Nicole, what about... Do you have social media you'd like to plug?
Yes. Lindsay Padilla, LYNDZYPADILLA.
Yes.
LYNDZY.
But she has her official model page too, right? On Instagram?
Okay, what's that one?
LindsayPadilla.model.
.model.
Cool, so you can follow both of these people as they advance in their careers and chase their dreams.
So you have the pageant coming up too.
Yes.
Right? So the people that have been following our show know that I'm competing in the exact same pageant, just different category. So you've done, let's say, a handful, if not more, pageants in your little lifespan. Are you excited for this one?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
What makes you more excited for this one versus the other ones you've done?
This one's really new to me. I don't know.
Is it just like the adrenaline that you get from competing in pageants? Because, so, for those that don't know, I actually used to work with Nicole way back when, and every single weekend was a different pageant.
Wow.
Like, literally every time I'd see her, her mom was like, yeah, we have this pageant coming up next week. And then the next week, oh, how was it? It was great. I won. I have another one next week.
Awesome.
My God.
Do you find there's a particular part of the pageant that you are more nervous about, or that you have to prepare more for than others?
My talent.
Talent? What do you do for talent, usually?
Dancing.
Oh, yeah, you said acrobatic dance and stuff, right? So what is acrobatic dance? Like, you do some...
flips and, like, flexibility.
Flexibleness.
Oh, you
flexibility.
Yes.
Flexibility.
You weren't at the Canada Top Choice pageant, but this girl had her like feet right by her face. It was a little intense.
Really? So like you can do the thing where you're like it's like you're making like you're a C. You're making yourself a C.
Yeah.
Or an O, almost more like an O.
Yeah. And then I went around in a circle.
Oh. That's yeah.
I'm gonna look for these pictures. You guys keep talking.
Oh, you're gonna show it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. So you can basically flip around so that you could stand on your own head.
Yeah.
That's probably not usually how it's described.
Explain it to us, Nicole.
It's where you have your feet and you're like over your head. Yeah, over your head.
Going back like this way, right?
Like
this.
This way.
Oh.
Clear your eye. Can you show the
camera?
Show the viewers. Wait. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Wow.
Yeah, so if you wanted to in that moment, you could put your feet on your head there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure why you would, but you could, right? That's. Yes. So how long does it take to be able to do that? Like, have you always been flexible, or does it take? Like, how did it?
Well, when I did dance, they taught me how to do it, and like before I got to do it, I would always fall. Mm-hmm. So then I would practice, and then I got it.
So I know back in the day when we first started working, your talent would always change. You'd always do like different dances. What made you stick to this type of acrobatic?
I think it was a dance that I joined.
Because you did tap, you've done the traditional Filipiniana dances, and then all of a sudden this girl comes on stage and starts flipping her legs everywhere. I'm like, what the heck? Where'd that come from? Oh my goodness. So talent is one of we don't have a talent portion for Galaxies. Yeah. So what are you going to do this time to make you stand out compared to everyone else?
My...
Stumped you there.
I guess, you got to show your personality has to come through, right? Or you could, during the walk, you can come like walking out like
on your hands.
Lift over. Everybody will remember that. Yeah. I know I would. I guess you probably can't. Can you walk doing that? Like, can you walk in like an upside down?
No, it's where you have to do that and you have to keep on rolling.
So you can do that? You do that?
I've done it once.
Wow.
She's gonna roll her way home later. Don't worry.
That's amazing. Is it painful? I guess not, right? You're used to it?
No, I'm used to it, yeah.
It's amazing. You do dance as well, do you still dance?
Not really anymore, but I do some like hip hop here and there.
Cool. So not anymore. You took lessons or like?
I used to take lessons.
Cool. And you're also you do other performing arts, right? Singing and
acting and modeling.
Awesome.
You just did a photo shoot a few weeks ago, or maybe a few months ago, for the glasses company.
Oh yeah, that was Loblaws Optical. I had so much fun. I love modeling and acting. It's like my passion.
Cool. Whoa. What'd you have to do for Loblaws Optical?
So basically, we just took a photo shoot, and there was like another guy, a co-star with me, and I had a lot of fun. The crew, was really nice, and the makeup artist was really nice. The hair artist, everyone was just really nice in general.
So you took a whole bunch of shots with different. Did they have you wear different glasses?
Yeah, I had to wear like pink glasses, blue glasses.
Did the glasses have lenses?
No, they didn't.
No, they don't. Yeah, a few years ago, I did a Hakeem Optical ad. That was the first thing I noticed. It was funny. It was that none of these glasses have lenses, because the reason they don't have lenses is because they don't want the reflection of the lenses to like go in the. And I guess in the picture you can't see it, right?
Yeah, you can't tell.
But it was it's a pretty fun experience doing that. Just a whole bunch of different ones, and then.
But you have an event coming up too, right?
Oh yeah, I have on April 6th. I'm gonna be doing a fundraising concert, and on April 13th, I'm doing a fundraising dinner because I'm raising money for WACOPA.
So what is WACOPA?
So it stands for World Championships of Performing Arts, and basically I'm going to be competing for modeling and acting.
Nice.
And you have to raise money because obviously you have to pay for a hotel and plane tickets and stuff like that.
So where is this event going to be happening?
It's actually going to be in LA.
Oh wow.
Long Beach, California.
That's where the WACOPA one is.
Yes.
I see. So and where are your fundraising things happening?
So for April 6th, it's going to be at Prestige. Okay. And then April 13th, it's going to be at the G Center in Ajax.
G Center. Cool. So where can people get tickets and...
you can contact my dad over here.
What's your dad's name? How can they find him?
His Facebook.
Ariel
Abrazelda.
So we're going to share your stuff on our Facebook page. So for those that are interested and want to support her, you can find it on our Facebook page.
April 6th at Prestige and April 13th at the G Center. So what will people see at these events?
Well, basically, I'm going to be singing. There's going to be like a little model segment, and some of the other performers, there are going to be other performers there too. So I hope you guys come and support me, you know?
Cool. Yeah, absolutely.
She just did that thing, so you know you have to.
Do it at the camera. Come and support me. There we go.
Do it again. Bam. So you're going to sing. Can we hear a little snippet of what people can expect?
Okay, sure. But I'm not going to do a song from the concert because I want it to be a surprise.
No worries.
So. Like work. Well, so what are you going to do?
I'm going to do a song called Human.
Got it.
I can hold my breath. I can bite my tongue. I can stay awake for days if that's what you want. Be your number one. I can force a laugh. I can fake a smile. I can dance and play the part if that's what you want. Be your everything. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. 'Cause I'm only human. And I bleed when I fall down. I'm only human. And I crash and I break down. Words in my head, knives in my heart. You build me up and then I fall apart. 'Cause I'm only human.
She's only human.
Oh. Ariel Fina, ladies and gentlemen. And that live performance was brought to you by Cecile's Line Dance Class, first established in 1998. They have classes there for all ages, 3 times a week. You can go there and dance on Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Beam TV, or 361 Wilson at 361 Wilson Avenue, Toronto, or Thursdays 7:30 to 9:30 on JC's Banquet Hall, 1686 Ellesmere Road, or Sundays from 2:30 to 4:30 at the Filipino Center, 4395 Shepherd Avenue East. Cecile's Line Dance Class. Line dance with a twist. All ages, beginner to advanced level. Thank you, Cecile Line Dancing Class. You guys are awesome.
They are.
It was also brought to you by Intercontinental Consulting Services for Immigration and Settlement in Canada. Find out how you can live, work, and study in Canada. Visit icscanadaimmigration.ca. Come to Canada. Immigrate, work, study, visit. Intercontinental Consulting Services.
Yes.
Thank you to those advertisers. Very nice performance.
Thank you.
What's that song from? Human.
It's by Christina Perry.
Oh, cool. And that was a version that you've... is there a version of that people can hear somewhere on one of your other social medias, or have you covered that one somewhere or not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. So you used to perform a lot in a group called PA Days, and I know a lot of people know you and Peyton together, but of course Peyton is doing his thing with Mini Pop Kids. Yeah. So how has it been going from being PA Days as a duo to now just A?
Well, I still support him. He still supports me, and we're like really close. So I mean, he's like a brother to me.
Yeah, because you guys grew up as little kids, right? Yeah.
So our families are still really close, and even though like we're not really together anymore, we still like talk and stuff like that.
That's good. Have you seen them perform live?
Not yet, but I am gonna be seeing them soon.
In April, right?
Yeah.
When they come to Toronto. Awesome. I want to go watch them live because I find that those kids are so dedicated and so talented, just like you two, where you know what you're working on and you know what you want in life, and you guys are going and striving to do so. Like you're doing your modeling thing, you're doing all of your pageant stuff, and then you have someone like Peyton who's like, I want to be a superstar, I'm going to go try out. And so I think what you guys are doing are amazing, both of you, and you too, Peyton, PA Days. But yeah.
Yeah. I think I wanted to ask you guys about, I want to talk a little bit about social media. And the reason is because you guys are only like slightly younger than us.
Slightly.
Just a little bit. But like, so, I mean, you guys are on social media and you're, how old, I mean, I don't know, how old are
we're
you
both
guys?
12. Yeah.
Oh, you're both 12. Okay, perfect. So you guys have basically grown up with social media kind of around. So how long have you guys are on some social media. So what is it like, I don't know, being in school and social media exists?
But didn't they just ban cell phones from being in schools?
Yeah, did they?
I think they are.
Yeah.
They already did.
But is it become a thing where you have your phone on your desk at school? Because when I was in school, that wasn't a thing.
No.
We have it in a basket.
Our teacher is really strict, so we're like only allowed to have it in our bags.
Mm-hmm.
And we're only allowed to take it out unless it's like an emergency or like research.
Yeah. So what do you guys find? So I know, so as a reporter, what do you find you use the most? What social media things do you use?
Well, I feel like, no offense to anybody, but I feel like the younger people are on Instagram.
The younger people?
No, it's definitely it's definitely generational. Like Facebook was the thing, and then Twitter, and now Instagram has kind of come in. But yeah, so you're on Instagram most, you find? And no, you don't have to say no offense. It's true. What about you?
I'm on Instagram a lot. I started off with Facebook when I was little. Yeah.
Cool.
When they say little, I'm like, but you're still little to me.
Yeah. When I was but a young person.
Who was it that we had on air? I think you weren't here when you were on your trip, and she's like, I think it was Mariella. She's like, I like singing songs from back in the day, and was it? I was like, back in the day? Like, what do you mean back in the day? She's like, Christina Aguilera, and I'm like, oh.
I was like, oh yeah, way back in the day.
Way back.
Way back in
now
the day.
Now I know how my parents feel.
That old artist. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I guess that's how they feel when I was like, yeah, classic songs like the Beatles.
It's like, whoa, that's old.
Yeah. Do you guys like the Beatles?
No.
Do you know who the Beatles are?
heard of them.
Oh, okay, I was going to say I've heard of them.
They're
Do you know Spice Girls?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, see, now we're good.
the Spice Girls. That's like classic. That's like classic old music.
Okay, well, have you seen the originals of the Disney movies? Like the cartoon versions?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
So you've seen Aladdin?
Oh my God, she hasn't seen that.
So you haven't seen, so you've seen, you've seen, I know you told me you like Moana.
Yeah.
But that's because Moana, Frozen, all that, that's more their generation. Where
Yeah.
you have like the original Cinderella, Snow White.
Yeah. Like, have you guys seen Bambi?
Like when I was really, really young.
Yeah.
So I can't really remember.
Like Bambi came out in like did it come out in the 40s?
I wasn't alive yet. I can't tell you when.
It's old. I remember we watched Bambi.
In theaters? Oh.
Yeah. I remember back in the 40s, I went to my old movie house.
Have you seen Aladdin? Snow White. Snow White?
Snow White. I think in kindergarten.
Okay, at least she's seen
Snow White. Okay.
It's a classic.
Well, Snow White's another even really old one. That one's from the. So have you seen Aladdin?
Yeah, but it's like I've watched all of them when I was really young, when I was like really, really into princesses.
Makes sense.
I'm still into princesses.
Have you guys seen? Did you guys see the new Beauty and the Beast, the more recent one with Emma Watson?
No, I haven't.
Did you see it?
Yeah. Yes.
Emma Watson
Yes.
and who was Gaston in that? It was the guy from. He was in the Hobbit movies.
I don't watch any of those movies.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, anyways, I mean, I guess again, this won't apply to you guys as much because a lot of these. So Disney has basically announced that they're going to be remaking. I think the total was like 19 of their classic films. So like The Lion King is coming out.
I think Ariel 2 is coming.
Is Ariel coming out? Yeah.
I think Ariana Grande is playing Ariel.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Interesting.
Red hair. Remember when she had red hair?
Okay, but see, like, here's the thing with those movies. Like, I am a classic. Like, I grew up as a Disney princess. Ask me anything about Star Wars and any of that, I know nothing about. Ask me anything about Disney, I got your answers. So now that they're recreating these movies, like, someone like Ariana Grande playing Ariel is just going to ruin it for me. No offense to all those people that like Ariana Grande. But I just mean, like the Genie. We were talking about the Genie, how the first release.
The first trailer.
It was just like, whoa, why?
Yeah, so for the, people don't know what we're talking about. The first trailer for the new Aladdin came out, and
we were so upset.
Well, it was just like, it became a big meme online because the genie looked so weird. Like, he just looked like this weird blue thing.
Blob,
People compared him to like a blue Shrek or like a whole bunch of things. Although I will say, the second trailer, he looks a lot better. He looks a lot better. But anyway, the whole point I guess I'm making is when you guys are a little older and this starts happening to you, you'll understand. But it's that what's happening is they're remaking movies that were like, in fact, here's a good example. So you like Moana, right?
Moana.
What would say one of your favorite movies is right now, or from when you were a little younger or whatever?
Well,
classic.
Like for Disney movies, I'd say Ariel because my name's Ariel. So.
Yeah. So let's say Ariel. Actually, well, Ariel's an okay. Pick one that's. Yeah, let's go with Ariel. Doesn't matter. Snow White. What I'm saying is, what'll happen in some time, let's say 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, they're going to announce that they're remaking Moana. And they're going to say, yeah.
Can I be Moana?
Well, they're going to cast somebody else. They're going to cast somebody who is...
They better cast a Filipino or like an islander.
Well, you'd think they would, yeah, probably. Yeah. But so what is going to happen is they're going to remake that movie. And it's going to be weirdly different from the original and probably not as good.
Yeah.
And so what'll happen is then you're going to look back and be like, they're going to want you to come and watch this new version of Moana. And you're going to be like, this isn't Moana. Moana was this. Moana had The Rock. And he was awesome,
Why isn't The Rock Maui?
And so that's kind of what's happening now is it's that they're throwing out a lot of these movies that when we were younger were like our childhood movies. And actually, I don't mind that they're remaking them, but I don't like that a lot of the remakes...
They're not the same.
Well, it's not even that they're not the same. They're not as good. I would be fine if they made changes, but it was still a great movie.
Can you imagine Shrek as a live action? I don't know. I just thought about it.
I mean, the sad thing is, like, I feel like we won't have to imagine it because they're probably going to do it.
Yeah.
Except they won't cast Mike Myers. They'll cast somebody else. See what I mean? And it will just be weird and strange.
Or it could just be like the Mrs. Teapots from Beauty and the Beast,
that's
and
right.
They get the original and get her to be her character.
Yeah, that's right. They got the in Beauty. Did you guys see? I can't remember if you said you saw Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. So Mrs. Potts, like the teapot lady. So they got her back. She was the same lady who played it in the original.
Because she has that voice and that I don't know.
Hello, dear. Oh no, that's Oh, that was more like Mrs. Doubtfire.
I was just gonna say.
Oh, hello, dear.
Anyways, so back to...
So anyway, one day, guys, they're going to remake movies that you find very important to you now, and it'll make you very sad. So look forward to that.
What do you think would happen if they decided to do a remake of Star Wars?
Well,
like
I mean,
they're continuing the stories now, but imagine if they just you know what, let's go way back when and go to the first one. And
I mean, the funny thing is I feel like that's what's going to happen.
After all the Disney movies are done.
Well, because Disney now owns Star Wars. Like, Star Wars is a good example of what we're talking about. Disney now owns all of Star Wars. And it's become clear to me that I think Disney intends to continue to push out Star Wars things just until nobody is interested anymore. Like,
but people are always going to be interested in it.
But the thing is, I don't know if they will. If they make it so that the movies aren't special anymore, and they just keep pushing out stuff, eventually it's going to sort of just go away. So I don't know.
Let it go.
We'll see. That's what I got to do. I got to let it go. Let it go. Oh, yeah. We want to recognize some advertisers. This conversation about remaking movies was brought to you by Jewelry Forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham. They do custom-made jewelry repairs and they change watch batteries, all done on site. Or shop online at jewelryforever.ca. You get free shipping with any orders of $149 or more. Jewelry Forever. Custom-made jewelry and repairs and watch batteries, all done on site. Thank you, Jewelry Forever. We love Jewelry Forever.
We do, and like we like to say on the show, if you ever, and you should, go into the store, let them know that Scott and Regine sent you. And say hi to Jerry for us.
Say hi to Jerry.
Yes.
Jewelry Forever. And it was also brought to you by the Canada's Top Choice Council, a non-profit organization which is proud to present 3 amazing events held annually that help to grow the community, advance education, self-empowerment, and promote public appreciation for the arts.
Yes.
And they just recently had the Canada's Top Choice Give Back fundraising concert, which was a fantastic event. We were MCs at, and I performed at.
Yes.
Really great event.
And they actually have a video that we want to share with all of our viewers.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, that's perfectly lined up. So let's take a look at what is this for? This is an ad for the upcoming Canada's Top Choice pageant?
Yes, it is.
So let's take a look from the Canada's Top Choice Council for the pageant coming up, 2019. So that was an ad for the Canada's Top Choice pageant coming up. I saw a familiar face in there.
I saw your face there a lot.
I saw a couple of familiar faces from there.
Nicole's face is on there. So for you guys that don't know, Nicole is actually our reigning Junior Miss Canada Top Choice of 2018. I won back in 2016 as your Miss Canada Top Choice. And fun fact, Scott and I actually emceed the very first pageant together back in 2015.
Yeah, that's right, we did. That's right. That was the first one ever, right?
The very first one, yeah.
And I remember the first thing I did, I walked out on stage, and I was like, "Hi, everybody! Welcome to the Canada's Canada's Top Choice." I'm used to saying it now, but that was the first thing the audience heard from me.
Yep.
I was like, I swear I do public speaking. I say things.
Like, Canada Top Choice.
Canada Top Choice. Canada's Top Choice. Anyway, It took me a while.
It's crazy to see how far they've come. And so, yes, as that video said, they are looking for candidates for the 2019 pageant. Nicole, how was your experience with Canada Top Choice, seeing as how you've done a lot of pageants?
It was really fun. I met so much new people. I learned a lot from that pageant. And
How do you find? I mean, I know. In fact, we might as well, since you're both candidates, right? There's
winners.
Winners, exactly, and multiple times in different events. Is I find, there are people out there who will criticize the idea of pageants, thinking that it's like negative, or like people push these girls to and the negative, the kind of the toddlers and tiaras world that pushes it. How have you guys found the pageants? Because I found my own experience hosting these things. I mean, I guess maybe it's different in certain pageants, but the ones that I've been involved with, it's not really a competitive atmosphere at all. It's quite positive. What do you guys think?
Nicole? Okay, so I'll start. I think what people see on social media is really what makes people think that pageantry is negative. Like, I know a few people who have asked me, like, well, why do you keep doing it? Isn't it degrading? They're just judging you based on your body. They're judging you based on your looks. And okay, yes, we get judged based on all those things, but they don't realize that at the end of the day, it helps build people's self-confidence. Surprise, surprise, when I first started pageantry, I was in a place in my life, I just turned 19, and I didn't really know who I was. And then going into pageantry, I was really able to be like, okay, you know what? I love this. I love being on stage. I love modeling. I like doing what I'm doing. And if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be where I am now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to say, yes, I've competed local pageants. I've done international pageants. I've competed in the Philippines. I've done Miss Universe Canada. Like, now here I am doing this radio show with you. So if it wasn't for me taking those steps and not listening to the Filipino titas and the people around me saying, why are you doing this? They're just going to judge you based on your skin tone, and you're dark, and you won't work out in the Philippines, or you won't do this. I'm like, just let me be.
Yep.
Like, I've become more confident and more sure of who I am because I went through that experience.
And Nicole, you found it, I mean, when you competed, I mean, you make lots of friends, and it's like you have fun doing these pageants. Yeah, it's an enjoyable experience. You know what I think it is? It's I didn't grow up in pageants, but I did grow up playing hockey.
But you also did a pageant.
I did do a pageant. And I've mentioned before, I'm the reigning Mr. Philippines, PIDC.
What year?
Forever.
No, just kidding.
What year?
No, just kidding. 2000 something.
2018, 2019. Anyway, I'm actually current, because I never lost my crown. I'm still reigning. Anyways, what I was saying is, I did grow up playing hockey, and again, hockey is a sport. It's fun. It's huge in this country.
Competitive.
It's deeply competitive. But what I find, and it's probably similar in the pageant world, is oftentimes there are certain types of parent who, I don't know if they're competing like vicariously through their child.
Parents are competing against each other.
Yeah, and so like, and I would see it. Like, my parents were always great. My dad was always really supportive. Brought me to all my games. But I enjoyed it. They kept it fun for me. But you could see some kids, or maybe on other teams, some parents who really, really push their kids in a way that I think is unhealthy. And I imagine the negative experiences in pageantry are similar as well, where it's really, you get these parents who putting all this pressure on their kid.
Well, yes, I've seen that. I've seen where, because like I've trained Nicole, I've trained other girls, and you can see when it's the parent that really wants it for their kid.
Yeah.
And I get where they're like, oh, I'm living vicariously through my child, but then it doesn't become fun for the kid.
Yep.
So sometimes when I work with people, I'm like, okay, is this for you? Do you want this? Or are you doing it for your mom? Or are you doing it for your dad? Half the time, most of the time, I'm doing it for myself. But my mom did encourage me to do it. But then it becomes a thing where like, thanks, Mom. But then when you see that the parents are now getting too invested, and the parents are now making it about them, and then the parents of the other candidates are making it about them, and that's just like parent against parent.
Yep.
It's no fun for the kids.
So, I think pageants is like, it's like anything. Like I said, it's like hockey. It's like anything that there's a competitive element, and people have to do things to get it together. I think it's really just
like Ariel, like you've done a few shows with pageants. You've emceed, or you've interviewed pageant girls. You've competed. You did IPEN as well, right?
Yes.
And now you're preparing for a competition. How's that experience going?
Well, I mean, for me, it's not competitive. I don't see the competitiveness in the girls. I see that they're making new friends and they're having fun. So I feel like that I've never really seen anyone being competitive like the candidates.
Yep.
I don't know about the parents though.
Dad? No.
Yeah.
Like, not yet.
Yeah.
We keep to ourselves.
Okay. Yeah.
For the joy of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you know what I find is that, especially when the pageants themselves are happening and everyone's backstage, all of the candidates are kind of working together to put a show on. Like basically, yes, it's a competition. Everyone's doing their walk and everything, but all the candidates have to, they choreograph a dance. There's usually a few different dances. They're learning the choreography of the walking, and so when you're actually backstage, there isn't really this. There's not really an antagonistic idea between each other. Everybody's kind of working together to make sure that the event goes off.
Yes. I think the competitiveness of each girl comes out when it's their solo moment.
Yeah. But it's not usually at the expense of other
like I've seen Nicole compete in multiple pageants throughout the years, and me myself doing pageants, and you've seen it backstage, that we're all kind of just together.
Helping each other.
We're like, you got this. We're like, oh, Nicole, you're zipper, let me help you. Because it is a show. It's like when you perform Ariel, it's like if Peyton isn't feeling well, you know you need to bring it up for PA days, and same with you and your band.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a team effort.
So you've interviewed people. You do MCing as well. You've hosted events. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer the one-on-one type interview, or do you prefer talking to a whole crowd? What do you find?
Well, I mean, it depends. I like them both equally, I would say.
They're very different animals, I find.
Animals?
Yeah, I look at it's an expression, but I find like when you talk to, it's interesting for me when I talk to an audience. It doesn't become a group of people. The audience is its own creature, and you can almost read it. You can read how they're feeling. Do you find that?
Sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, I find it's like you can feel. I always find there's a moment when you have them, and you can feel that. You can feel that energy.
Like at the Top Choice Give Back concert when everyone loved me and not you.
Yeah, see, I could feel that I lost them, and Regine had them.
But you got them at the very end.
Yeah, we got them at the end, exactly.
No, I had them from the get-go.
That's true. Yeah, no, they were like on Regine's. I even scolded them for a minute. Remember?
You're like, why?
It's like, why do you guys don't? What is this? But
but you know what? Sorry, going back to that. Even with pageantry, so for instance with Nicole, when she competes, there's a crowd that just cheers you on. Does that not make you feel good about yourself?
It does.
And it just makes your walk so much more confident, right? Like if you watch, and you've been when I was competing, and you know that I have 3 rows of people just cheering me on.
Yep.
And it's the same thing with Nicole. I think it's just that rush. You feel the love, and your walk is just bam.
Yeah, it's that stage. There's something about it. Like, what do you find? Like, what do you think is the thing you like most about, I don't know, either getting in front of a camera or getting on stage? What do you like about it?
Well, I mean, I like seeing the people's reactions, and like obviously most of the time they're positive, and I don't know, going back to what she said is that it builds your self-confidence.
Yeah, I just like that. Yeah, there's that feeling you get when...
The feeling of love.
Yeah, it is. It's I don't know. It's that thing, I think all performers seem to have it. It's this feeling you get from getting in front of a crowd. Yeah.
And speaking of support, we have a lot of support from people on our on our Facebook page this morning. So let's just say hello to, of course, our parents who are always watching.
Hi. Hello, parents. Hi,
hello,
Mom.
Parents.
Mom and Dad. Regine's parents as well. Hello.
And then we have Ronalyn. Hey.
Hi. Hello.
That's Peyton's mom.
Hi, Peyton's mom.
We have Kuyavon, we have Tita Marlena, we have my Ninang tuning in always from Ohio. We have Jerry, Datu, and a lot of people tuning in and watching. And so thank you guys for watching. Fun fact, so my Ninang, the one that tunes in all the time from Ohio, my cousin sent me a video where she had her phone. I bet you she's doing this right now. She had her phone by the kitchen while she was cooking, and he was like, look, she's watching you.
Cool.
I know how you watch me.
Starting the Sunday morning.
Sunday fun day.
And we're so happy everybody who tunes in and watches the show. It's fun to start your Sunday with this. Maybe you're cooking breakfast,
bacon.
Cooking some bacon.
Cooking bacon.
Flipping some eggs, some flapjacks. Flapjacks? Those are pancakes,
Longanisa,
right?
and garlic fried rice.
Sure. Sounds good too.
I'm hungry.
So, should we do our final segment?
Let's do it. Maybe they can help us. Oh, no. Yeah. We'll see.
Maybe they can help. Do you guys speak Tagalog?
No.
Oh, so this segment is for them.
This is a perfect segment. This is good. So the last segment we have is it's a segment we do every week. So people watching, maybe you know, maybe you don't know, We have a fairly large Filipino audience on the show. But there are many Filipinos, like myself, and
these two.
Perhaps like these two. You know, born. You guys are born in Canada?
Yes.
Yeah, born and raised, like myself, in the Western world.
But see, I was born and raised, and I still speak Tagalog.
Okay, but you know, it's something.
I'm just saying.
Point is, some for whatever reason, didn't grow up speaking Tagalog. I know I didn't. My parents, for example, spoke English in the home because
if your dad spoke Tagalog, that would be amazing.
It'd be amazing, yeah.
Mr. Brown, let's teach you some Filipino.
Yeah. So anyway, because they spoke English to each other, I grew up hearing English. So you know, I know very little Tagalog, but I don't actually speak it. And there are many other, you know, young Filipinos who've grown up in the West who also don't speak it. So I thought, how can we solve this problem?
With this segment.
I know. How about this segment called Learn Tagalog with Scott Dion Brown? And in this segment, every week we learn one phrase of Tagalog a week. So what should we learn today? What should our
Hey Ryan, what should we learn today? Give us a sentence in English.
Okay, but what should it be? What should be the relation? Or what have we been talking about today? Maybe something about Disney movies? Okay, how about this? How about how do you say something maybe about Frozen? Maybe something about Frozen?
There's no such thing as frozen things in the Philippines.
So there's no way to say something's frozen? I mean, I guess there wouldn't be a lot of times when things freeze in weather-wise, but...
No
okay, so I can put it together.
Okay.
Maybe
how about let it go?
Tunaw na ang yelo, tagsibol na.
Okay, say it again.
Tunaw na ang yelo, tagsibol na.
Tagsibol na.
Yeah.
Tunaw na ang yelo, tagsibol na.
What did I just say? Na?
The ice are melted. It's springtime.
The ice is melted. It's springtime.
Okay, say it again, Scott.
Tunaw na ang yelo, tagsibol na. Thank you. You guys want to try saying that?
Don't. They're like, no.
Tunaw na ang yelo, tagsibol na. Tagsibol na.
Why are you saying it like that?
Saying it like correctly?
No.
How am I saying it?
Weird.
Tunaw na ang yelo, tagsibol na.
That's the first time I heard tagsibol.
First time you ever heard it?
Well, is there spring in the Philippines?
Summer? Yeah.
Tagsibol.
Because there's tag-ulan, right? Tag-ulan, tag-init, tagsibol.
So tagsibol is spring.
Tagtuyo means it's
dry.
Fall.
Oh.
So tagsibol is spring. And
we learned something new every day.
And what does tunaw na mean?
It's melted.
Melted, and then yellow?
Ice.
So melted ice, it's spring now. Tunaw na ang yelo, tagsibol na.
Anyways, that
was perfect pronunciation.
Yes, and it has been a great week. And yes, the ice is melting outside, so
it's time to go outside. Yeah, go outside and enjoy this beautiful Sunday.
Yes.
Actually, I heard on the radio, I think it's dropping to like -8 or something.
It's 11 degrees right now. Don't ruin it.
Yeah, you can actually take your scarf off finally. But this was a fun show. Thank you guys both for being here. Once again, plug your social media. Where can people find you guys?
For Instagram, it's ariel.fina.
So it's ARILLE.
No, ARIELLE.
Oh yeah, ELL. Wow.
ARIELLE.fina.
FINA.
On Insta. And that's the main one. That's the one you want people to follow you the most. Is there another one you want to plug or no?
No.
Find her on the Instas.
How about you, Nicole?
My main account is Lindsay Padilla, LYNDZY PADILLA, and my model account lindsaypadilla.model.
Got it.
There you go. Regine.
Yes, Scott.
Where can people find you?
Are you looking at selling your home?
Regine, where can people find you?
Actually, before I plug myself in, I want to plug in Girl Power. So they are actually hosting auditions. So
Girl Power, friends of the show.
Yes, so it says Girl Power is growing. Sign up for auditions, looking for singers ages 10 to 13 and 14 to 17, as well as musicians ages 14 to 24.
Get yourself a sweet jacket.
Yes, so email info@girlpower, so GIRL-POW. -r.com.
Pow-r. Girl Pow.
Yes.
-r.
Anyways, you can find me on Instagram at It's Regina Lena, and on and on Facebook it's Regine Samira. Yeah, I'm trying to get those two in line.
So eventually they're going to all be It's Regina Lena.
Regina Lena.
It's Regina Lena. Find her on Instagram and on the Facebook at It's Regina Samira, which will later be It's Regina Lena.
Yes, but if you search Regina Lena or It's Regina Lena, it will take you to that Facebook page.
Regina Lena, ReginaLaina.
Hey,
and you can find me at my favorite place to post, which is YouTube. YouTube.com/Scott Dion Brown, Dion, Scott Dion Brown.
It's Scott with a double T.
2 T's, yeah, that's right. Do people spell with 1 T?
I don't know.
I'm one of the ones with 2 T's.
And hit subscribe because you're
subscribe. Yeah, I think I'm sitting right around 950 subs. So I'm getting.
That's where you were last week.
Yeah, I'm a little more than that, but like sometimes you gain some, you lose some. So like I don't want to say the exact number because it may change.
Let's get him to 1,000 subs.
Let's get me to 1,000 subs. When we get to 1,000 subs, Regina and I are going to do a duet.
Don't get him to 1,000 subs.
We'll do a duet in Tagalog, possibly. I don't know. We'll do something.
Gosh.
We'll do something special at 1,000 subs.
Yes.
So hit me there. I just put up another video and. Also,
all you gamers, watch it.
I put a gaming video up, and also like before that I put this new trailer for a web series I'm developing called Space Age, and that video's it's over 1,000 views now. So thank you guys for watching it. You can go watch it on my channel. It's been a lot of fun, and
you can find him on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, if you search Scott Dion Brown on any of the social media ones, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. But I will say that they're all a satellite for my YouTube channel. Oh, and you can get yourself a mug. If you'd like to get yourself a sit-down mug, go to teespring.com/thesitdownmug. Get the best mug in the biz. Make your coffee taste like a fun. Do you make your coffee taste like Scott? Yeah. All right. So cup is empty. Mine's
and
not.
If you want a t-shirt, maybe we'll start selling them, but you guys gotta let us know. Oh, and also let us know, I know a lot of you have been tuning in. We've been on air for 21 episodes now. Go to our Facebook page, The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, and give us a review. We want to know how much you guys love us.
Yeah. Is it I think it's the Sit Down Radio Show with Scott Dion Brown.
Yes, so make sure you go onto our Facebook, give us a review, let us know what you think, and then comment down below and let us know what you want Scott to say next week, because I'm not here next week, but he is. And he needs a phrase without me, so.
Yeah, guys. Tunaw na ang yelo, ang sabul na.
We'll see you next week. Happy Sunday. Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye-bye.
That was awesome.
I love this radio.
The Right Hit Music Mix.
Crossway. That's it for today, folks. The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. If you think 60 minutes is not enough, well, you better catch us again next week, because it is not just about music or pure talk. It's your weekend pastime. And witness the next worthy of your time episode of the program right here on Crossway Radio. The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Something you want, but it's not what you need. How long I lied. And I see the day with all illusion and fantasies washed away. How long I tried.